Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week.
There we go. Wide in. Wait, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wait, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wait, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wait, kid. Here we go, here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kid. Here we go. Wide in. Wide in, kid. Here we go, here we go. Wide in. Wait a second. There we go. Wide in. Wait a second. Here we go. Wide in. Wait a second. Here we go. Wide in. Wait a second. Here we go. Wide in. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide in. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Hey, here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. There we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go, here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Hey, here we go. Wide eight. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go, here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take. Hey, here we go. Wide eight. Waiting, take.
This is it. We are going for gold.
Waiting, take.
You
know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited?
The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve.
Here we go, here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. 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 1-8. Here we go, here we go. 1-8. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. 1-8.
No pressure, but this is it. We are going for gold.
1-8. Here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. 1-8. Here we go, here we go. 1-8. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8. 1-8.
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. And you know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Here we go. 1-8. Here we go, here we go. 1-8. 1-8. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 6. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 6. 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 Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 6. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 8. Wide 6.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 5-9.
Check safety.
Hey, empty. 5.
Now Wentz. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Elliott running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Say 40, 40, 40. Outside, solid, solid.
Wentz will try again on second down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check 48. Man 5-7. Check 52. Hey, Rip 5-2 on here.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Kill! 47! 26!
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Mike, 48.
Go!
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted. Before he could get out of the backfield.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Go. 280!
Right 54. Switch.
Fast.
Watch the ship.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
36!
Here's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 480!
Mike, number 50.
Here we go, kill.
They gonna need some therapy after
Here
this.
we go, going to 54, wide eight.
Check this.
26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go, pack. 120.
Check back. No. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ram.
Watch the whip.
Throwing his Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 25.
No.
To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Let's do this.
That one goes for 30 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Kill.
Hey, 48. Hey, we don't Mike for 48 right now. Let's go. Not today.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 48. Mike 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let him know.
Sunday.
Let him know. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get him.
Wentz to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
48. We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the screen. Ram. 15. Check 15. Mike 48. Here we go.
357.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Zach Ertz. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now. He's got a man complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Great.
54. Mike, 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Great 15. Great 15.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, exit.
54 is Mike.
Bunch.
54. Night, sweetheart.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here.
Watch it.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This one taken from the 7. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sailed. Over the end line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go to Elliott again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Be a long day for you. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here we go, 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go, here we go. We're going to 53.
Double. Watch the safety creep. Tighten up. Out.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That would complete to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
And And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check it out.
Hey, 57. Switch.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Let's 20. Let's 5-2.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Squeeze, double.
Let's 5-7.
Watch the twist.
Running right, here's Sanders. Past the 20. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards on the ground.
At the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Check. Check it back.
Great 15.
He's checking.
Down and man inside, down and man.
Wentz gonna throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To throw is Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Switch it, switch it.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check, run.
Now a give right side. Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They still playing soft.
Two jet.
Wrong football. Take 4. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What we got? Switch.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.